A typical traditional school year. Start in August and end in May or June. 180 days covered in 9 months. Then comes the highly anticipated 3-month-long summer break in between. But what happens to the learning during those 3 months has been long debated by many. Skills and knowledge acquired during the previous year are often lost during that break, forcing students and teachers to basically start the learning process over. Just look at the statistics. So, with that in mind, we have the idea of year-round schools. Year-round schools are schools that take the traditional calendar and spread the same amount of school days over the course of one full year. The days from summer break are redistributed throughout, creating more condensed periods of instruction and a series of shorter breaks to hit the refresh button. This has been adopted with mainly academic improvement, effective facility use, and solutions to overcrowding in mind. Schools who choose to go the year-round route have a choice between 2 types of year-round schools. According to the National Association of Year-Round Education, these are single-tracking schools and multi-tracking schools. These are the different ways to basically schedule and structure the attendance of these types of schools. Both are designed, though, around preventing summer learning loss and providing more time for remediation and enrichment. Schools on a single track are schools where all teachers and students follow the same calendar. And there are a few different calendar structures that schools on a single track can choose from. For example, the most popular calendar is the 45-15 calendar, where students are in school for 45 days for 9 weeks of instruction, followed by 15 days of vacation, or as they call it, intersession. 2 other potential calendars, the 60-20, where you're in school for 60 days, followed by 20 days of a break, and then a 45-10 calendar, where you are in school for 45 days of instruction, followed by a 2-week period of vacation. Now, how about schools that choose the multi-track system? These schools are different in that they're intended to solve the issue of overcrowding. So basically, in these types, students are divided into very distinct groups who attend school at different times of the year with different vacations from each other. Advocates for this track say that it allows schools basically to enroll more students than buildings would usually be able to hold. Interestingly, the National Association of Year-Round Education reports that using the multi-tracking school model can result in up to 33% higher building utilization. Advocates for this track say that it allows schools to enroll more students than buildings would normally be able to hold. More capacity without having to build new facilities or set up those dreaded portable classrooms. Now that we have a good foundational definition of what a year-round school is and the different types that some schools can adopt, let's talk about the pros and cons of this school system and model. With year-round schools, there are many benefits to students, teachers, and facility use. Andrea Wilkeman of Loyola University of Chicago said that one of the main benefits of year-round education is that it facilitates continuous learning. The use of year-round schools can prevent the loss of learning that occurs over the summer. We've all experienced it, we've all felt it. And this is especially for students of low socioeconomic status and special needs students. Another key benefit is that there's more opportunity to provide continuous remediation and enrichment activities, rather than just waiting for summer school. A third benefit could be the potential cost savings with multi-track year-round schools, as buildings are being used more often and throughout the whole year. And lastly, staff burnout could be prevented with more breaks embedded throughout the year allowing both students and teachers to refresh and reset. There are, however, many critiques to year-round schools. One of the biggest cons, most widely looked at, is that studies done on year-round schools in relation to student achievement have been pretty inconclusive. In addition, scheduling problems may arise with families who have students at other schools if the policy is not district-wide. A third disadvantage could be that there may be higher operation costs involved with paying more staff on a 12-month contract. Other critics bring up the idea that summer job opportunities for high school students will be more sparse, and participation in extracurricular activities could go down due to more breaks. And lastly, rather than teacher burnout, critics say that administrative burnout could definitely occur, with buildings having more students in them all year round. The idea of year-round schools was presented by the House of Representatives in 1972. Since then, much research has been conducted on the characteristics and structure, as well as the benefits and drawbacks of them. The effect on student achievement is still inconclusive. However, many schools have made the switch to the year-round educational calendar in order to decrease summer learning loss and prevent overcrowding. So, would you work at a year-round school?